For several years, so many people, beautiful and wonderful individuals, have been committed, dedicated, and putting in endless effort to ensure that goals and aims of organizations are being achieved. Yesterday was a day for such people. Happy Workers' Day to each and every one of us in Areas. Welcome to the Brunch Show on Value Chain TV. My name is Patience Moses and I am saying Happy Workers' Day in Areas. I hope the break was worth it. I hope we rested and had a great day yesterday. And this is another shout out to every person that has worked tirelessly for dedication and every effort they've put to ensure that the organization is working the way it is. Thank you for joining me again, and today's episode promises to be exciting, educating, and inspiring as usual. I have the newspaper review, the entertainment segment, and then also This Week in History, where we're going to join Essie Ufoma. On this note, I would want you to sit back and relax and wait as we start the newspaper review segment. Alright, thank you for staying tuned. Now, this is the newspaper review segment. As usual, there are so many headlines, so many stories, and we obviously cannot exhaust all of them. So I'll be picking a few papers today that we are going to review. And I will tell you, the papers are so full with so many agitations about Workers' Day celebration, the issue of the minimum wage, and all of that. So first, I'm going to go to the Daily Trust newspaper, and the big story here says, Labour to federal government on Workers' Day. Pay us 615,000 minimum wage or face showdown. Demands electricity tariff reversal. We are considering living wage, and this is coming from President Tinubu. Governors promise better welfare for workers, and this is also for the governors to other citizens in their state. Well, Workers' Day was yesterday, like I said in my introduction. Workers are expecting a lot. The fight for the minimum wage has been ongoing, and okay, a lot of them were expectant that, okay, since yesterday was going to be Workers' Day, maybe something good is going to come up, but we can see that the battle is still going on. The Labour Congress are not giving up and workers are not giving up. But then, thank God to the presidency giving us some hope of assurance, saying they are considering living wage and not even a minimum wage. Now that's a good one. Okay, still on the Daily Trust newspaper, this one says, cocoa now gold in Taraba as buyers overwhelm farmers. Well, and this is a good development. If they should continue production of cocoa, I think this is actually going to be a good one for the state. Taraba State, as we talk about, cocoa is actually a very good cash product, could be exported, and will do a lot in generating revenue for the state. Still on the Daily Trust newspaper, another story here says, fuel scarcity, go after saboteurs, reps tell security agencies. Now, this is also a very good urge. And lastly, on the Daily Trust newspaper, pregnant woman decry high cost of Medicare and baby essentials. Now, this is getting really, really sad. Looking at the high inflation, the cost of things. So I'm left wondering, medicals are getting so expensive, pharmaceuticals, and how will these pregnant women fare? Looking at transport, from transport they will take to the antenatal and now every essential they need. So we hope that this economic hardship that is lingering comes to an end. Away from the Daily Trust newspaper, we are moving to the Vanguard newspaper. The big story here is still on May Day. Labour gives FG May 31st deadline on minimum wage. Okay, so they'll be making a lot of promises. Like Tinubu said in the last paper, we are considering living wage, not even minimum wage. So now the Labour Congress is giving them May 31st as a deadline to meet up and start paying the minimum, or rather living wage, that they promised Nigerians. Now, another big story here says banks close 2 million accounts over BVN, NIN, and others. The news about go get your SIM synchronized, get your bank linked to your NIN, and all of that has been going on. A lot of people have not done that, and now they're paying for it. So if you've not done that and you're watching me this particular time, you should go and rectify this so your account doesn't get shut down. And then still on that, now a sports story on the Vanguard paper says Eagles will qualify for 2026 World Cup. Now this is coming from Findy, and I hope and I pray that the Super Eagles qualify. Away from the Vanguard newspaper, we have The Guardian. The big story here says Labour demands inflation-proof pay and frequent wage review. Still on the May Day story. Another story says Telecoms loses irregular levy remittance, threatening NCC's 549 billion naira target. So they have a target, but this telecom losses seems to be a threat. Away from the Guardian newspaper, we are looking at the Nigerian Tribune. The big story here is still on the May Day. And another story says mining areas record rise in out of school children. Now this is a report, but then I'm come to think of it. So is it that these children are no longer going to school because they've joined, could I say, the adults to mine, or what? I think something should be done about these. Bandits attack Kogi community, kill 3. So many sad news. I wouldn't want us to rest on this one. Now, lastly, the last paper for the day, Leadership newspaper. The big story, May Day amid hardship, Labour makes fresh demands for workers' welfare. Obviously, the workers need a lot of good treatment and incentives that could help them and motivate them to work. And Tinubu is saying, your days of worry are over. New wage to take effect from May 1st. Now, this is from the Labour Minister. And then another headline on the Leadership newspaper says, Benue to launch own security outfit in May. Well, while the controversies about state police staying and not, these ones are launching a new uniform for security officials. Another story here says, on insecurity, Nigeria seeks intelligence sharing with the United States. Now, this is a good development. Collaborating with bigger, more developed countries to tackle the insecurity challenges in the country is actually a very wise step that the federal government is taking. And now, Dangote Refinery is saying that refined fuel now expected in July. Hopefully, if this happens, there would be a reduction in the number of fuel queues we are seeing across the nation. Now, this is where I'm going to stop on the newspaper review. The headlines are a lot. The papers are so many. I won't be able to exhaust all of them. I hope you're enjoying the program. Stay tuned. And on this note, we are going to move to This Week in History. Alright, just like I promised, This Week in History with S.A. Ufoma. I know it's going to be exciting as usual again. Over to you, S.A. What do we have for us today?
On May 1st, 1889, a day in support of workers was established by an international federation of socialist groups and trade unions in commemoration of the Haymarket Affair, a violent confrontation that took place on May 4, 1886 in Chicago. The 1st of May or first Monday in May is a national public holiday in many countries, in most cases known as International Workers' Day or a similar name. On May 3rd, 1993, the United Nations General Assembly declared World Press Freedom Day or World Press Day, observed to raise awareness of the importance of freedom of the press and remind governments of their duty to respect and uphold the right of freedom of expression under Article 19 of the 1948 Universal Declaration of Human Rights. This year's theme is A Press for the Planet, protecting journalists and scientists in defense of the environment. International Firefighters Day is observed each year on 4th May. On this date, past firefighters who have died are remembered and celebrated.
Okay, so why do we even do this week in history? I hope you're learning and getting informed the reason why we're doing this, so you get to find out, okay, the reasons or the origin of some of these holidays and events that we keep trying to bring back and bring to a reminder to you. Okay, why did Workers' Day start? Why do we now have World Firefighters Day? Why do we now have World Press Freedom Day? So I hope you're getting to learn from this. Thank you again, SA Ufoma. On this note, we are moving to the entertainment segment. Do not go anywhere. Okay, thank you for staying tuned. Now, this is the entertainment segment. I know, as usual, you're wondering what does Patience have again for us. So today I have two stories for the entertainment segment. And the first is about a new animation series that is coming on. And the second has to do with money. As usual, Burna Boy has again achieved something really great. So first, we have this new movie coming up, Mufasa, the Lion King. This is like an upgrade, or should I say an update of the Lion King that we all know about. Now, what is spectacular about these is that few Nigerians have gotten an opportunity to feature in this Hollywood series, and this is a very big win for us, I would say, because Nigerians, we're doing so much and now we're getting a lot of collaborations with the American film industry. Now, these actors, we have a young promising actor, Tio Somolu, and he's playing the voice of a character in this coming movie. And then we also have Folake Olowofoyeku, and she's also playing another role in this movie. So this particular Mufasa is delving into the origin of Simba's father. It is scheduled to hit cinemas on the 28th of December 2024. So this is a reminder that you should sit and in anticipation while you wait for it. Now, another very special person featuring in this upcoming movie is, I would say, is also a very nice character, is Tusu Mbedu from The Woman King. You know, that's young, vibrant actors. Yes, she's also here, and this is like a very big win for her. She has been celebrated, and they are celebrated all over the internet. In another monumental feat, leading us to the Burna Boy story. Now, he has become the first African artist with the highest grossing revenue in the United States. He just had this tour in the TDN Garden Arena in Boston. Now, talking about the revenue he generated with the number of seats, tickets, and everything that was sold in that particular tour. Now, this is based on touring data gathered from Touring Data, which is a site where you get a lot of information about touring updates. Now, on their X handle, this was where this was revealed, and it was revealed that he was able to gross the sum of $1.593 million, and this is surpassing his previous record in 2022 at the Madison Square Garden. Now, this is a very big achievement, a very large history-making concert agreement. He sold in the 19,000 capacity, where he had this program, the concert, where which was on his music, I Told Them album. And a lot have been achieved with this concert. Now, this is a very big win for Burna Boy, and also, and should I say, a motivation for other upcoming artists and other Nigerian artists that, okay, you can actually do great, and beyond the entertainment, look at how you can generate a lot of funds from this concerts and tours. All right, thank you for staying tuned. Now, this is where I'll call it a wrap for the entertainment section and the program in general. I am sure you had a very nice time and had a great day in the program with me today. So stay tuned next Monday, where we bring you more and exciting topics, more stories, more entertainment gist, and more items on this week in history. Do have a great day. I remain Patience Moses. Thanks for staying tuned.